So, getting an apartment in Germany. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy is it? Is it 2 over 10? Okay, getting an apartment in this country is not easy at all. But in today's video, I'm going to give a complete guide on where to go when looking for an apartment in Germany, mistakes to avoid, and also what you need to be aware of when it comes to renting in Germany. First step to getting an apartment in Germany is going to websites or using apps where you can go search for accommodations here in Germany. Now, for people who are students, usually schools have like dormitories where students can rent, or they can go to a site called Vieve. Yeah, this Vieve is a site where you see flats that are shared by 2 or more people. Then we also have Immobilien Scouts. Immobilien Scouts, if you ask me, I'll say having a premium account actually does help. Then we have Immowelt. We also have eBay Kleinanzeigen. But on eBay Kleinanzeigen, I would advise that you be very, very mindful and watchful when using it, to avoid, scam ads and all that. Facebook Marketplace, in my opinion, is not a good place when looking for an apartment in Germany. I would not recommend it for anything at all. Newspapers are also a very good and traditional way to look for an apartment here in Germany. And lastly, we have referrals and recommendations from friends or colleagues. It does help. Mouth-to-mouth recommendation actually does help you when looking for an apartment here in Germany. So the next step, when you go on some of these websites, you try to streamline your search, by putting in the criteria you want, the location you want, the size of the apartment you want, and all that, so that you don't just go around searching and searching. When you finally see an apartment you like on this website and you want to send a message to whoever posted the ad, one of the mistakes we make sometimes is you just say, "Hi, I love the apartment. Is it still available?" You have to sound as professional as possible, because house hunting in Germany is like a business interview. So you have to come correct from beginning stage down to the stage where the keys are in your hands. So if you're sending a message to whoever posted the ad, you have to come with, "Hi, my name is Ella, for example. I'm a digital marketer. I live in Berlin with my 2 kids. My husband works in so. I work in so. We have 2 kids. I love your apartment because it has a garden and maybe a balcony, and it will just fit into what we want." You have to state your job, what you do for a living, why you like the place, and why you should be a good fit. Because one of the major things that most of the landlords here in Germany look out for is your financial security. What they want to know is, can this person pay for this apartment? And after that, they will now start looking at if they like you, if you're a good fit. The first thing to them is financial security. Because if I've been honest, some of the apartments are on mortgages. So the landlords are still paying the mortgage fee for the apartment. So why would he choose somebody who will not be able to pay the rent fee every month when he's still paying for the mortgage fee? So next step is probably they would ask you, yeah, the apartment is still available, so are you available for a viewing and all that. You're looking for an apartment, please don't be too selective when it comes to viewing. I know it's not easy for people who are working, but you have to be on their necks. Yes, make out time readily to go and view the apartment, because if not, there are so many people on the line and you probably will just miss out on the whole thing. Now, sometimes when these ads pop up, you have to keep checking on this website and this apps for ads. It's better you apply for ads that probably was posted a week ago, 3 days ago, an hour ago, because when you apply for those ads, you're probably going to be among the first applicants on the line. When you go for the viewing of the apartment, sometimes the landlord will make out time for just you to come and view the apartment if you like it or not. And then sometimes the landlord would just pick a day. You would come. Also, other applicants who are interested in the apartment will be coming on that same day. Because I can remember when we were looking for an apartment, every time we went, it was us plus so many other people. And then something that, you know, I used to feel like, oh my God, every other person here is German, like, and we are the only, you know, foreigner there and all that. Like, are we going to be able to get the apartment and all of that? But in my experience, it's not really about whether you're not German or German. Like, it's all they want is how your presentation, like, that's the most important thing. The presentation is what counts, and then your financial security. So sometimes you go with other people, you go with all your documents. When you're going for this viewing, you don't just go there and use words to convince them that you're financially secured, you can pay for the apartment, you're so person and so person. No, you go with enough documents to be able to convince them, because these people love documents. Paper. Germany is a paper country. Everything you say with your mouth, you have to present a paper, a certificate, a document to back up your statement. So you go with documents like pay slips, your residence permit, that's your ID card, recommendations from maybe your previous landlord where you used to live, like they want to know what kind of tenant you are. So any document that can convince them. If you're new in Germany, you can probably go with your job contract. You know, that shows them that you're financially secured. Now, is having basic German skills necessary? Yes and no. It depends on where you're going for this apartment viewings. There are locations and cities where it's very multicultural, so you get to have landlords who obviously entertain or understand English, so it's not a problem for them when someone who doesn't really understand much German wants to rent an apartment from them. But in majority of the places, you just have to have at least basic German skills, because sometimes I think what I've understood is for Germans who don't speak English, when you're speaking English to them, it feels like you're putting them under some sort of pressure. You know, it's like, I don't understand really what you're saying, and you're speaking English to me, and you obviously want me to communicate back to you in English. So it's like you're stressing them out. So instead of that, they would prefer somebody who at least understands basic German, so that in case there is anything happening, because you're living in their house, okay, so many things can happen, so many discussions would be happening over time, back and forth. So they just want someone who can at least express themselves in the language. It helps, it's an edge, but it's not like if you do not understand it, you can't get the apartment. Of course you can. So in Germany, we have two types of rents: cold rent and warm rent. The cold rent is the basic rent, and then the warm rent is the cold rent plus heating costs, maintenance costs, and probably electricity. So when you're looking at the ads and you see cold rent costs, check for the warm rent, because the warm rent is what you'll be paying at the end of every month. Now, we also have caution fee. The caution fee is an initial deposit you pay before you move into the apartment. The essence of the caution fee is, in case you spoil anything or you damage anything in the apartment before leaving, while you're going out of the apartment, the landlord will use your caution fee to repair whatever it is that you spoiled, and then give you the remaining balance. In my opinion, normally it's supposed to be, if you're leaving the apartment the exact same way you met it, you're supposed to be giving your caution fee complete. But hardly will you see landlords that want to give you the caution fee complete. There's always something they will bring up and say, this happened and that happened, and we have to spend, even if it is 100 euros, they will not take it out of that caution fee. I don't know why. Most people that I know, I've not seen anybody yet, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've not seen anybody yet who collected back their caution fee completely, the exact same amount that they paid it. One other tip I would give when it comes to renting in Germany is, on the first day of moving into the apartment, please try and make a video of every single nook and cranny of the apartment. Everything. The moment you're leaving the apartment, you're expected to leave the apartment exactly the same way you moved into the apartment. So just in case the landlord says, oh no, this wasn't there before, you give him the phone and be like, yeah, this is the video I took on the first day I moved into this apartment. This was exactly how this place was. Because in Germany, like I said, documentation is everything. Nobody wants to hear anything from you without you backing up with one sort of evidence or another. So the kind of apartments you're likely going to see in Germany is 1, furnished apartments, and 2, unfurnished apartments. Furnished apartments, you will see that in 30% of the time. A lot of apartments here in Germany come unfurnished, and I mean even the kitchen is not there in the apartment. You have to build your own kitchen, install it. You have to bring in all your properties and, you know, stuffs. And when you're going, you have to also pack all those things. I wish most apartments will come in furnished, because the first apartment we rented here, it was furnished. It had kitchen, chairs, bed, everything. We only moved in with our clothes, you know. And when we were moving out, it was just very easy. Cleaned up the whole place, repainted it, and we just moved out with our clothes. So if you get an unfurnished apartment and you're looking for a place where to buy affordable furnitures and stuff for your house, IKEA is a very good place. IKEA is a shop where they sell furnitures with good designs for low to middle income earners. So like their things are not really so expensive compared to other brands. We also have other brands that are very good as well. You can buy second-hand furnitures from eBay Kleinanzeigen. Yep, eBay Kleinanzeigen. You'll be surprised, sometimes you will see second-hand furnitures that are really good, like new and nice. The cost of an apartment in Germany, it depends on the square meter, how big or how small the apartment is, and also the location. Okay, in Germany, location is everything. So there are cities you go to. Okay, when we went to Lindau in Munich, 3-bedroom apartment around there cost like about 2,000 euro for cold rent, meaning you pay like 2,200 to 2,500 for warm rent. But there are places you go to that 2,000 euro will get you a full 5-bedroom, as a full 5-bedroom apartment. So the amount you pay, it depends on the location and the size of the apartment. A few rules that applies to renting in Germany, or when I say living in Germany. When you're living in Germany, once it's 10 p.m, everywhere should be quiet. No noise. Peace is what we want. So if you've been watching a lot of living in Germany videos, you should know by now that in Germany on Sundays is a day of peace. No noise, it's just a quiet day. Just keep it down. That's Sundays for you here in Germany. Apartments in Germany. Recycling is a big deal. How do I explain this? Recycling is a big deal. You have to know how to sort your waste the right way. If you don't know how to, you can always go on YouTube or wherever, but you have to sort your waste the right way. If not, your neighbors will be peeping. What is she doing? Is she really putting the bio where it's supposed to be? Like, they are looking like to find where the fault is from. So you just have to learn to sort your waste the right way. Yeah, recycling, big deal. So I hope I was able to touch all the necessary points when it comes to renting an apartment here in Germany. If you have any other things to add that could help somebody else, please write it down in the comment section. See you in my next video. Bye bye.